Have you ever thought about moving or what it's like to live in Highlands Ranch? Well, I'm here to give you some of the pros and cons of living in Highlands Ranch. Highlands Ranch was originally planned as a master plan community. So it wasn't a town that just kind of slowly built over time. Like I've gone over some in my other videos about Littleton or other suburbs. It was all kind of a planned out community. So master plan community that was purchased by developers, and you have different little neighborhoods that were purchased by different builders, and that kind of defines how Highlands Ranch is set up. Highlands Ranch is about 20 miles from downtown Denver, and it has all different kinds of housing that you could look for. There's big houses, probably as you go a little bit more further east, you get the super big homes, and then also you've got smaller homes that were built maybe at the beginning of the master plan community, and then you've got kind of your medium-sized homes in there, and then you've also got townhomes and condos, and you've got the city center in this master plan community. Hey, if you've never been to my channel before, we talk about everything there is to know about eating, sleeping, living, and having a great time here in the Denver metro area. If you get a chance, hit that like button and hit the subscribe button. And as always, leave me a comment below and I'm happy to make you any videos on any cities or towns that you're interested in. We get tons of calls and texts about people that are moving here or moving from one side of town to the other, and we're always happy to help. Make sure you reach out to us. Back to Highlands Ranch. I was talking about their town center, and they're still doing building in this area. They're still building townhomes and condos in this area. And just so you get an idea of where Highlands Ranch is, I already said it's south of Denver. It's surrounded by Littleton and Centennial and Lone Tree to the east, and you have a pretty good view of the mountains from Highlands Ranch. And you can hop on C470, which kind of makes that circle around the whole town, and you can find your way up C470 to I-70 or 285 to get you up to the foothills. So fairly easy access, although that C470 area can get kind of trafficy at some points in time, but they have started to build an HOV lane. So just like many of the places around here in the Denver metro area, Highlands Ranch at one point in time was a farm area and also ranch, although it was very difficult because of it was so dry for the water for ranching. However, when it was a ranch or farm, there was a quite large mansion built, and the metro district that now kind of over encompasses Highlands Ranch has in the past, fairly recent in the past, restored the mansion, and it can be used as a facility for rental facility for weddings and for special events. And it also, you can take tours of this mansion. Now it is on what I would consider the first part of Highlands Ranch as it started. As they started building more centrally, kind of around Santa Fe and where that C470 area is. And then they started building east, going there all the way out to now what is considered Lone Tree. So in 1978, the land was purchased for this master plan community. And when that land was purchased, it was also sold to different builders and developers. So you have different developers that built homes, Shea Homes and Richmond Homes, all different builders that built throughout Highlands Ranch. So you'll find different styles, but if you are in Highlands Ranch, you'll also find within certain neighborhoods, you'll feel like you've got, every 4 houses or so are kind of got similar models within them because they were a master plan community. In this area, homes started being built in 1981, so you'll find homes that were built from 1981 into the 90s and even some that are more current. Most of those, the really current ones, are more townhomes and condos. In 1985, as I mentioned, they started to build the C470 corridor, which will take you all the way to the airport on a toll road east, and then it will take you all the way around the city to I-70 and that kind of thing on the west side of town. So initially when they started doing this building, many of the residents there complained because there wasn't much shops or amenities that were close to Highlands Ranch. Since then, Highlands Ranch has grown immensely, and now there's a children's hospital there. There is some larger office parks there. There have been larger corporations that have been there and left. And then there is the town center, which has many little shops and restaurants that you can visit. And then of course you're gonna have many of your big box stores that are right there in Highlands Ranch. So you're not lacking to find any kind of shops or anything. You'll find all the amenities that you need right there in Highlands Ranch. Let's talk about the pros and cons of Highlands Ranch. Highlands Ranch is located where you can visibly see the mountains, so it has a nice mountain view. And you can also see the foothills, and you can see lots of open space, depending of course on where your home is situated, because it is a massive area of homes that are built in Highlands Ranch. The other thing about where Highlands Ranch is situated is it's not terribly far to downtown, so it is an easy commute. One thing that can kind of be an advantage is you can drive up Santa Fe and you can use the light rail. But if you are deep in Highlands Ranch, it's not like you're walking to the light rail or anything. And also if you're even deeper in Highlands Ranch, say you're further east, that light rail stop is going to be even further away. So on that Santa Fe corridor, it's the very last stop, and that's more in Littleton in that Aspen Grove area, which I have talked about before. But that is how you would get downtown. Otherwise, you would drive to downtown, probably just taking Santa Fe all the way down and then into the city. Another pro of Highlands Ranch, which I guess it'd be a pro in general to Colorado, is the weather. I think the weather here is awesome. Other people might not like it just because it snows in the winter, and sometimes we have big snowstorms, like we have one on the way right now, and which I call snowpocalypse because the media makes it to be such a big deal when I've lived here my whole life, so it doesn't really seem like that big a deal to me. For school to be canceled, we had to have a huge snowstorm, but I've noticed lately that it's just a little bit of snow and we have snow day. Here in Colorado in general, we have almost 300 days of sunshine, so that is also typical in Highlands Ranch. So we have those beautiful days of sunshine, and it tends to be dry here in Colorado, which is the same in Highlands Ranch. So if you're not used to dry weather or you don't like dry weather, it is not humid here at all. Another pro of Highlands Ranch is if you have a family, it's very family friendly. It's recently been touted as one of the best 5 cities to grow a family in the Denver metro area. Along with it being a great place to raise your family, also schools are ranked fairly well in the Highlands Ranch area. If you are in the Highlands Ranch area, you're going to be in the Douglas County School District. That school district is a fairly large district. There's also plenty of private and charter schools that are in the Highlands Ranch area as well. The other pro about Highlands Ranch is you're not going to find a lack of recreation. So the thing about Highlands Ranch is when you live there, you get access to all the recreation centers that they have, and they have some great recreation centers, so you can always use that. They have a ton of trails, bike trails, and walking trails, and open space. So that's really nice for kiddos and just people that want to take walks with their dogs and such. Okay, let's talk about some of the cons, and some of them I kind of mixed in a little bit because some of those pros might actually be cons for you. I don't know. That's why I'm doing this video for you. So one of the major cons is the cost of living. Highlands Ranch is fairly expensive. I'm going to talk a little bit about home price here. And when I talk about home price, I'm just going to talk about single family homes, because usually when people come to me, that's what they want to know. What is the price of a single family home in this area? So I'm leaving condos and townhomes out of these numbers. But right now, the median home price is $512,000, and the average price is $612,000. So that's a pretty high cost of living to live in the Highlands Ranch area. But like I said, there is lots of different types of homes that you can purchase within the Highlands Ranch area. Big range of different homes, but those are the medians and the averages for Highlands Ranch. The other con of Highlands Ranch is if you really don't want to live far out in the suburbs, it can feel pretty far out from the city and removed from just that city feel of having a city around you. Also, if you don't like the idea of newer homes that have, maybe model homes that are around and Some of them look similar because they were built by a builder. Highlands Ranch is not your place, because you're just gonna see like certain areas are gonna have, just big sections of planned communities that were planned just for homes. You're not gonna find any old or historic homes in the Highlands Ranch area. It's all gonna be in the 80s, 90s, and higher where they were built. Okay, another con along with that planned community is that Highlands Ranch is in a metro district, which is mostly funded by your property taxes and also any of those HOA fines that people might get for not following the rules in the district. All of Highlands Ranch is part of the Homeowners Association, and even though you may not like that, one of the positives of that is that you get use of all the recreation centers in the Highlands Ranch area. One thing you might not like about this is that the covenant that handles the association, you might have to have approval on decorations, fences, what you park, where you park, the color of your home, different things like that the association is gonna tell you about. Or could fine you on, which will then feed the metro district. So if you don't like that kind of oversight or don't want to live in that type of neighborhood, Highlands Ranch is not your place. Okay, another con to Highlands Ranch might be for you diversity, because there is not much diversity in Highlands Ranch. From the last census, which has been a while, it was mostly 85% white. If you want that diversity, you're probably not going to find it there. Another con, or could be a positive for you, which I kind of talked about at the beginning, is that it's very family centric. So 85% of the people that are over the age of 15 are married, and about 44% of those people have kids. So as you can see, it is, a lot of families, married couples, and things like that. That's just kind of what the area is like. So that might be a pro or a con for you. Overall, if you're looking to live in Highlands Ranch, a lot of these websites that rate towns or cities to live in give Highlands Ranch a very high rating score of an A+ or a high number, however they score it on their website. So if you're looking to move to Highlands Ranch or want to know anything else about any other towns or cities, please reach out to me. I'm always here and willing to help, and check out all my other videos on other suburbs that you might be interested in.